I'm going to swear for the president to succeed. Because, as it were, his first speech for the year 2024 is uninspiring, is unintelligent, is uncompassionate, and there's nothing to be excited about. I expect more from the president of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Year 2024 is a year that is going to be assessed, true and true, and it is time. And it is enough for us to stop having president that will address this country on that seat. All right? We expect him to address us on his 2 feet. We will see that he is ready to roll his sleeves and get into action. Yes, he has budgeted a lot of money. How are this money going to be expended? I'm going to commend the fact that in that budget, we have about, I think, 50 to 60% for capital expenditure, if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm trying to say is capital expenditure has the more, allocation, followed by recurring expenditure. Now, how will this money be used judiciously is what we are after. So the expectations are so high. Before May, we expect the insecurity in Plateau, and every other state to have reduced by at least 80%. If that doesn't happen, there is no fit to go for a second term.
He has also said that there is no room for poor performance. That's what the president said. He wants his ministers, his aides, to make sure that the budget is implemented judiciously, just like you said. Do you think it's in the right direction?
Well, those words are sweet to the ears, but to me, until I see him actually sacking one person, then I will understand that this is not just lip service.
Don't forget you called for the sack of the NSA last year.
I have been calling for the sack of the NSA. And on Friday, the National Assembly held this emergency meeting to push the bill of the appropriation, and also Adams Oshiomhole. I've always said that we have a representation in the National Assembly, but the Nigerians are not seeing it. They do not appreciate Adams Oshiomhole. Adams Oshiomhole is a man who is never scared, despite the fact that he belongs to the camp of the APC. He is never scared to speak truth to the power until when Nigerians understand that you cannot hijack a ship until you are inside the ship. Adams Oshiomhole is ready to sabotage APC if they fail. But the people must be ready to show the support. What the Nigerians are doing is, no, we will not support Adams. After all, it's part of them. No, it doesn't work like that. Adams Oshiomhole seems to be a man who keeps to conscientize National Assembly. It was Adams Oshiomhole that came outside to leak that all National Assembly, they are carrying the TVs, they are carrying the furnitures. That why should they do that? You know what happened? National Assembly, they sanctioned as Adams Oshiomhole. What did Nigerians do? Nigeria did not go out, they did not even say one word. So Adams Oshiomhole is a representation that we have in our National Assembly, and I am so proud. But until we see that, until we support him, okay, because our National Assembly, they need to be radicalized. They need to be radicalized because as it stands today, they are too comfortable. The National Assembly are the ones that are representing you and I. And until they are radicalized, as a matter of fact, I am so disappointed in the Labour Party members because they are not even as radical as Adams Oshiomhole. If you go and look at the history of the 10th Assembly, the person that they are scared of saying a word in that National Assembly today is Adams Oshiomhole. And Adams Oshiomhole belongs to APC. So my expectations are clear, okay? And I think that's what I have to say.
All right, and on insecurity, let's quickly move down to what the Francis Pope said. I'm talking about Pope Francis. He has prayed for an end to horror in Nigeria.
I think Pope Francis needs to be cursed.
Cursed?
Yes.
Praying for Nigeria.
I think Pope Francis. I think Pope Francis has gone mad. Just 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, he said lesbianism, homosexuality should be blessed. Pope Francis will rot in hell with this deceit. Why didn't he tell Israel to pray? Pope Francis is telling Nigerians to pray when we are being killed. In fact, may devil punish him.
He's praying for
we don't need his heel rotten prayers. From that is heel, rotten mouth. A cocksucking priest. Listen, Pope Francis' words are not tenable and not acceptable to Nigerian Christians. Enough of that deceit. And again, we must come back home to our charlatans called general overseers. You know, I started this campaign since December that they keep deceiving our gullible, Nigerians. People like Okoko them are being deceived. They would rather drop their weapons to fight and pick up the Bible. I am sorry. What will happen is you are just going to get killed. The pastors that we have in Nigeria, until they begin to stand and speak truth to power. But I'm not surprised. Their biggest sponsors are the government. The president gives them a lot of money. The governors, they contribute a lot of money. This is why they see that. Let me tell you, it is a shame that as of December 31st, we did not have one single technological exhibition as a country. And yet people will tell me that Nigerians are intelligent. We did not have one single science and technology exhibition. Not one single one that people went there to celebrate how we have done something. No. But can you count the number of churches that exhibited? Can you count the number of churches that launched December 31st? So, I mean, this year 2024, I go cost the president. I go cost the pastors. If you do not conscientize people that Nigeria can no longer continue like this.
I think some of your antagonists will be happy with this latest statement by you. Of course, they've seen you as a very great, good supporter of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I support Asiwaju objectively.
But this time around, you are
I support. No, listen. I am not against him, okay. Mind you. When a father beats his child, he doesn't hate that child. No. He's only trying to ensure that he secures a better future.
No, you started it before the end of the year. Don't forget.
So to me, even the guy
government to deliver on his promises
and
on the Port Harcourt refinery.
Yes, yeah. I did.
You criticized it.
Yes, I did.
I said you are somehow going against the government now.
Listen,
because of the failure.
No, I don't want you to put it like that. That's not the interpretation.
Okay.
I am objectively criticizing. Criticization doesn't mean I hate him.
No, I'm not saying you are.
Yeah. No. I need to clarify for people like Udeze Chima and King Joe and the likes. They need to see that I will criticize and I'm not scared and I will not take any prisoner if you underperform. Because I, as a person, I am not a midoka. We understand that you need a period of time to understand what is on ground. But New Rubadu has failed us. Let me tell you, New Rubadu his face should be all over our national TVs, even than the president. People should be asking a question now. If New Rubadu was actually effective, people should be thinking that New Rubadu is the president. Because ordinarily, New Rubadu should be coming out on a daily basis, asking the service chief of staff, what is happening? Bauchi is where these terrorists come to attack them in Plateau. And they use their leg. They go work out 2 weeks, enter Plateau, kill, then work out 2 weeks, go back. So you mean within these 2 weeks, these guys cannot be apprehended? And New Rubadu is silent about it. So it simply means that New Rubadu, as a Fulani man, or whatever he is, as a Kanuri, because Bauchi is in northeast, that means probably he's complicit. And Asiwaju, until he's told that his first thing that he has to solve is security. Everything will sit on a secured nation. Our sovereignty is being threatened. If I am in Plateau today, I will not call myself a Nigeria anymore. I will not. Because I cannot be in my own community. My state governor has failed me totally. Now, let me tell you, the most important person in your life is even is government.
Have you seen the reason why the Igbos are agitating for freedom?
The Igbos are. Let me tell you. No, don't. You don't.
The country is not secure.
Don't let me dive into that conversation.
No, I'm just saying that's one of the reasons.
Because when I dive into that, they really do not like to listen to the truth, and they are going to hate me.
Okay, let's move.
So they are going to hate me. So I don't want to dive into that.
All right,
okay?
All right.
Because the Igbos are all about cutting the head. No, that doesn't work like that. So I'm not. They have an headache, but they believe that they have to cut the head. So this is why I'm always against their